Where am I? Who am I? Who am I? What am I?
Okay, are you sitting next to the window? Because why do I hear so many birds?
Oh, you hear them now. But no, they've this has been playing all this time
Oh,
in the
because I
background.
no, they just loud now. They just like somebody turn up the volume.
Yeah, no, I've had them on in the background for a while now. Did I hit the other button? Because in this thing now you can switch up the your mic stuff. Uh, yeah, oh yeah, I do have reduced mic background noise on. I wonder if it's actually working because I had it on the last time.
No, because I didn't hear the birds the last time. Now I hear birds.
Okay, how about now?
No birds. Nope, there they go.
Okay, you still hear
They're
them?
they're reduced.
Okay, good.
Yeah, they wasn't allowed because before I was like, you sitting next to a window and that bird is just talking to me.
No, no, it's going to rain, so I Sebastian can see outside, but he has the birds messing on the TV. So he's literally sitting on the couch watching birds
Okay.
on telly. Hmm.
No, that's the only thing. My dog has not figured out a program that she likes yet.
Well, he likes anything that he can see birds, squirrels, bunnies, um, eating watermelon, chirping. Literally, they have these things where you can just sit for your cats to watch,
Mhm.
and literally, that's all he's watching right now.
No, they have one for dogs too. I just, because they say if your dog has separation anxiety, leave the TV on so they don't,
That's what I do
they'll.
when I leave the house. When I leave the house, he's got that on, so he doesn't feel as if, oh, you got to pay attention to me, because literally he goes where I go.
Mhm.
Because I refuse to get up. Like I did get up this morning, right? I did go give him some food, right? He still got most of it, and the well, no, he actually did eat most of it. Um, but then when I went back to bed, because it was 6 o'clock in the morning, man, so I went back to the bed. I didn't need to get up that early, so I went back to the bed. So, well, of course, what did he do? Meow, meow, meow all day, and then he just like forget it, I lost, and then just plops down and just sleeps right next to me. So
Yeah.
it's like, she's like, she's not moving. Why is the human not moving? And all he wants is just to see me sit up.
Mhm. My dog does that, but now she's extra spoiled because I already spoiled her and extra spoiled. And so now I'll pick her up and put her on the bed because she's been behaving and she got the haircut and everything. She looked good. So what she does is she goes, she digs a little bit, walks around, walks to my husband, and then finds her spot and go to sleep.
Hmm.
That's all she wants. She wanted to get on the bed so she could sleep in a big bed and be comfortable. And now she stretches out and she's like, and I'm just like,
Hmm.
and now she gets mad at me if I get in the bed and I don't let her sit up there for at least an hour. hmm Because
Okay.
because you know how sometimes it's hot, so you just want to lay in your bed and
Mind your
not
business.
watch TV. Yeah, now she's like, why am I not
Where
gonna
am
sleep?
I?
Right. I'm like last night we put on the thing and we had opened the window, so she positioned herself to be sitting there like this with the window so the breeze is hitting her face. I was like, you know what? You my dog. You's a black dog because that's what I would have did. Okay.
Oh my goodness, that's too funny. I purposely moved. Like I have these storage bins. And when I had to rearrange the living room to fit his playpen
Mhm.
underneath the bookshelf. I had to move some stuff around, so I ended up moving the desks and stuff. So I took the two of those and I just put them at the end of the bed. So it's
Mhm.
just easier. It doesn't need because it's a cat. Cats don't need a extra launching pad because he just jumps on the bed by itself. He doesn't need extra. But I have it there just in case he wants to jump on that to get to the other one. It makes it a lot easier for him, of course, from one level to the next. But yeah, he don't need it. But he'll get in it. And his favorite thing in the morning is when I fluff the sheets. Because you know how when you remake the bed,
Mhm.
he likes hiding underneath the sheets.
I've seen cats do that. See, that's the thing. Now, the way your cat wakes you up or sits on your face and do stupidness like that at like 6 o'clock in the morning. This is why I refuse to get the steps for the dog or give her a step to get on the bed. Because my dog, she does this thing. She runs around to both sides of the bed, puts her paws up like that, right there, and her little face is here. All you see is a little teeny head and paws. Because that's as
Mhm.
far as she get up. She been trying to jump on this bed. I'm not doing it because I know that dog will try to wake me up at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. Because she's like, I want to play. I'm like, no, go to bed. Like I've got it. I've just gotten her. She's been behaving lately. She's learning because now she'll sit and wait when I come home and let me take off my coat, or I can say go lay down, and she'll actually go into a little bed and lay down. Especially I said it's nighttime. It's lay down time. Go lay down. She do that. So if I get her steps and she get on this bed, she gonna be waking me up. Like I'm not doing
I feel dogs. That's why they say dogs are more trainable because they understand humans better.
it.
Whereas a cat,
Don't
I
care.
feel like I feel like a cat can be trained because I know I've seen him do stuff when I tell him when when I give a look or do something and he does something repetitive enough. I caught the cat in a lie. I caught the cat in a lie because if I call out his name, right, he pretends like he don't know me. However, when I call out his name and he's in the middle of doing something bad, he does this
Mm-hmm.
and back to what he was doing. I'm like, you knew I was calling you. You always hear when I call you. You just ignore me.
Mm-hmm.
Aw, aren't you sweet?
Sound like
Yeah,
you.
yeah, I know. Mm.
I really do.
So it's like you raise your pet to be your
You.
shadow.
Mm-hmm.
This is why people say your children become like you because we learn from our parents,
Pretty much, yeah.
regardless if we want to or not.
Hmm. Oh yeah. I was like, I understand it. I get it. I'm tired.
Hey, well, let's get to cracking then.
Hmm. Oh no. I was like, I will be okay because it's my day off and I'm going to take a nap after this.
I'm not. I have things to do.
Oh yeah. See, you have things to do. The only thing I had planned to do was to tidy my house and to
Mm-mm.
wash my hair because I did all the other things outside over the
Okay.
weekend.
Okay.
You know,
I'm
so
still working on my hair.
yeah, no.
It's gonna take a while. I have individual braids.
Mm.
Oh.
Oh, I know.
And
No.
the cool part is I always realize why we start from the back when we take it out.
Oh, so you can cover it just in case you got to go do something while you're doing your hair. Why would you start from the front?
I've done that before, and then I've regretted it. So I
Mm-hmm.
have I have learned ever since just to just take it from the back and go from there. The one thing I hate though, okay, no Lord, I do not hate it. One thing I dislike is that I like the heaviness of the extra hair, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because when I take that hair out, I go back to my hair. And dear viewers, I don't have a heavy set of hair. I don't have thick hair. Um I have hair. I'm not bald. I have hair. Um but my hair is not thick. And I wish it was thick. I really do. Cuz then you feels more weight to your head, but my hair is very light. And it just feels like it just blows. And I'm just like, this is so limp. I hate limp hair.
I'm sorry, I cannot sympathize with you. I had these locks for too long.
Yes, I know. Oh, surprisingly, she hasn't done what Lloyd did.
Oh,
Um,
I'm not chopping them off. I'll cut them shorter, but I'm not chopping them off.
she's like, this is what she's gonna be having for life. For life. Yeah, no, Lloyd, my brother had locks. Actually, another friend of mine, she had locks too, but she had to cut hers down because of of cancer. But they're going back, like beautifully going back. Same thing with my brother. He just
Hmm.
cut them out. Like, well, one day he's just like, I need them off,
Yeah.
and then took a while, a year I think, and then back to locks again. Some folks take them out, some folks don't. So you never know how your feeling goes.
Uh-uh. Okay. Well, with that being said, we're going to do our normal opening, which is that wasn't it. So that the funny thing is that is our normal opening, but we usually say hello, welcome to Golly Spiritual Ladies.
Yes, yes, yes.
I am one of your co-hosts, Gwendolyn. That is Sheila, and this is a podcast where we talk about anything and everything and our spirituality. Also, sometimes we talk about our weight loss goals. You know, every now and then. So we pretty much we do have segments. Like most other podcasts, we do have segments, but what
Hmm.
happens is they run over or we go on a tangent and or we just throw them out the window and we just don't care because it's our podcast. We can do whatever we want.
Hello.
So it's like, yeah. So first segment is us jibber jabbering. Listen says because I like that word.
It is your word. Mm.
I got it from Big Bang Theory and I was like, I like that word. That's cool because it just makes just jibber jabber.
Mm, 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 mm.
Okay, now if you have been here with us before, hi, how you doing? Welcome back. If you haven't, welcome. I'm glad you found us and discovered us.
Welcome back. Da, 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 da,
Oh,
da, da, da.
and we have constant radios playing in our heads that just change stations. Because she started that welcome back, I was singing welcome back harder in my head.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
This happens all day, every day. So we are two friends that have known each other way too long, and that we can have full conversations with our faces and not say a word to each other. So if you are listening to this, you should really watch us because our faces is a whole other part of the podcast that you know nothing about, and not Sheila just sticking out of the camera. Oh, mind you, we're both very tired. We're
Mhm.
awake now. Well, okay, I'm very tired. I'm awake now. But yeah, it's our day off. And normally, yeah.
We'd be
Okay.
sleeping. I'd have been sleeping probably to midday.
Oh, me too. But I was like, I rescheduled because I got sick. And I'm like,
And she's still recuperating.
yeah, because I've gotten better, got worse. It's just a back and forth thing. So, what we normally start off with, besides typical episode, like, how was your week? Because we
Yeah,
talked about that last time.
I did. It was crappy, I said.
I didn't even ask you last time.
I know, but I said it anyway in the beginning. So if you heard that last episode, yes, my week was the week that needed prayer,
Mm-hmm.
right? And understanding that my anger towards certain people, I need to check myself. And I realized the day after I was having a grievance with some other folks, I told my supervisor, the lady who works under me, I said to her, "We got to pray today." I said, "When you before you go talk to that representative, pray. Let's pray." And so I prayed, and I said, "If you have to pray with her, then do so." Thankfully, I work with a bunch of people that are believers, faith-based believers, so they actually don't mind that type of stuff. They actually request it sometimes or encourage it. And so I said to her, I said, "Listen, it's going to be a different day. It's going to be a different thing. Just pray it." So sometimes it's really us. That's something also my pastor had said the other day. That sometimes it's how we receive things or how we perceive things. And sometimes when we have to set the tone by setting the tone with God. Seek God first with intention and let God do God's thing.
Mm-hmm.
Surprise, surprise. So that was my week.
Yeah. Mine was pretty decent. Now, here's the beautiful thing. School semester is over. So that is good. So what that means for me is one, a beautiful thing. I still have a job and I will still get a check because
Mm-hmm.
before I was working part time. So when the office closed, I was out of a check. But now
Mm-hmm.
I work full time. So I did summers. I was like, yes, get a check. Now,
Amen.
the beautiful thing about that is my faculty is gone. love them, but when they're there, I can't get nothing done because these people pull me in four different directions at the same time and then apologize at the same time. It's like, we don't want to put too much on you. I'm like, look, my other coworker, she said, sometimes you need them to know that you're there because when the budget comes and they want to be cut, do I really need an assistant? And so you're there to make sure that they need an assistant. So, like I said, I don't mind it because I'm making sure my job is still there.
Yep, yep, yep.
And they will understand. What happened in the last 2 weeks? Well, this last week and the week before.
Mm.
What happened to me was they discovered I existed. Girl, when I say between my faculty, the students, everything else, I was hitting 10,000 steps a day running back home. And I'm not kidding because I was tracking them. And I was like, no, y'all people, I love y'all. I like when y'all not here because I get the actual work done at my desk. Because with y'all here, even my other coworker, she's like, I can't get my work done because my boss over here calling me this and we have the conversation, and then now I got a special project to do because we nosy and we want to make sure the thing is done correctly. And then you have other people who are not there and they're having remote days, but they can't pick up a phone, they can't answer an email. You be trying to track these suckers down and they're not there. It's like, what? Are we the only people coming to work to actually work? Because I'm like,
And that kills me when I majority work remote. Okay, I do have to go to the office, but not as frequent. Um, but even from home, I
mm-hmm.
work. So the idea that you have a remote day, that means you're still working. I still need to be able to track you for the time frame that I expect you to be clocked in and ready to roll. There should be no reason why I can't find you at all, that you can't respond back to me within 30 minutes or at least an hour. What?
You
No, so
say
that means
30,
you having an off day, not a remote day.
exactly. So you say 30 minutes to an hour. You'll be lucky if they answer the email within a week. I am not kidding.
I believe you. I believe you. That's sad. That would not work in my company
Mm. No, to the fact
because I'll
of
be
that.
looking for your boss at that point.
Oh no, they've been doing that. And now here's the thing. We just got the new thing from HR because we do. Well, it's not new. It happens every year. We get summer Fridays. So you they set your hours so like you could work from like 8:30 to 5:45,
Hmm.
right? And you do that for 4 days, and then you get Friday off.
Okay.
Now, what they said, because the way my schedule works, normally I can take 3 days of remote if I want to. I
Yeah.
ch- I choose to take one because I need to get stuff done because they haven't had an admin in 3 years, so I have to go backtrack and clean up stuff and find things. So I'm like, I will be taking that probably in the fall.
Right, 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 right. When it's
Like
colder.
when it's colder, when I need an extra day. But right now, since I'm new, I kind of need to find my foundation.
Understood.
Right now, these people, it got so bad that the vice president said that, okay, y'all can work the 4 days, that's no problem. Normally, you could take 2 days off, 2 days remote, and 2 days in the office. They said for this one particular department, you only get one day. You have to be there 3 to 4 days because you were not there. Because this one particular department was doing remote for Friday and Monday.
But were they getting any work done?
They were taking remote for Friday and Monday, but nobody could find them. Meaning that this is not just the workers, the lower level. This is management was taking those days off. Not just not your associates, not your regular people that, in the queue.
Yeah,
Your
me.
yeah,
Me.
you, all of you was gone. So only person there was a low level who don't know the answer to nothing.
And that's another thing I don't like. I think I got like I feel like it might have been a compliment that I was interviewing somebody and she was taken aback. She was like, you're the first person I have ever in my entire existence in life of working has ever come across as a manager who actually cares about the people. Because I guess the questions I was asking, and what I expected out of staff, and I was like, that's kind of sad. But I said,
No, no, it is sad, but you are kind of a unicorn. Sheila, the thing is, we
oh
are
my god.
unicorns because we were the way we think is
Mm,
not the way these people act.
no, no.
Because what we deem as normal is
Mm,
above and beyond for other people.
I guess so. You're right. It is the truth, and I realize that because again, it could be just based on our spirituality, the way we were raised, and stuff like that. But my opinion is, if a person is present physically and mentally, that they have a reason, a why, a value to their position and what they do, they will bring you more than 100%.
Hmm.
When a person connects the dots, this is a life thing. My check is related to how well I work. If I can't get my actual description done, properly work the way I'm supposed to work per my management, then how do I expect to still have a job? You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to learn anything and I'm going to lose my check.
No, no, no. I understand. That's exactly how you're supposed to do it. Because
Yeah.
like, um, it was funny that my coworkers was like, "We are so glad that you are here and that you feel comfortable with the family and stuff, and that you actually came to work."
Mhm.
Because they was like, "No, you actually work, and we're really happy about that."
Yeah. You
Because I'm
show
like,
value to your work.
"Mhm,
You take your profession seriously. You take your contract seriously. And that's the thing that I think a lot of people don't understand. Like, a job is a job, but it's how you as a professional handle your job,
mhm,
and how you see your job. Do you value your job?
right, exactly," and that's the whole thing, and that's why we're sitting there. I'm like, I've heard more tea and gossip about the rest of this school in these little 2.5 months that I've been working. I was like,
What the heck is going on?
I don't do nothing.
And that don't work to me. That doesn't make sense to me because it's just like I value my check. I
Yeah,
value what I
exactly.
do, my ethics, who I am. I value how people speak about me, talk about me, what they expect. And as a manager, for me, I've been in my staff's position. So when my staff give me yap, 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 I'm like, listen, you think I've never sat where you sat? Did you forget that I was in the same trenches with you before I got promoted? So what you giving me is crap. What you're giving me is you're venting. What you're giving me is that you don't have time management. But what I'm expecting from you is for you to figure that out.
Oh, right. Like
Or
there's this.
I'm gonna show you out.
Right. See, I can't do that because they're in different departments. I wish I could, but yeah. And some of them are above my pay grade,
Got you. Got you.
and I'm just like it's funny because like when I started, I had all that problems I was talking about. Now there's this one lady. I'm not gonna say that.
Of course not. We have dignity.
Now I already have problems with her because she's stupid, and, and it's not wait till the last minute to do your job. It's you didn't know how to do it from the first place, and you don't ask questions. And you swear you know what you're doing, but you don't.
I don't like those people.
And then try to throw that person who's doing their job under the bus. And it's like this, and I've had other people come in. Yeah, I had to deal with this lady. Oh, you had that lady. As soon as I hear the name, oh, excuse me, I'm gonna put that Medea finger up right there, like that. I'm exiting stage left. I'm not dealing with that woman again
Well, no.
because
It's
she
like,
gonna
I'm
run my
sorry.
mouth.
Right. It's like, Lord.
And everybody says, not this one again. Why can't she do
Mm.
the job? And it's just like,
It's like, why? It's like, how many complaints do I have to tell my boss to tell her boss?
Oh, and the new boss. Ooh, I like him.
You said that last time.
Yeah, because when I say he cracking that whip, I'm laughing. He's like, "Oh, we not having this no more. Y'all gonna let me do my job?" And he's the
I
nice,
like that.
and he's the nicest man thing. Oh, you gotta remind me later. I gotta show you a picture of them too, because
Okay.
he. Remember I told you he looked like my uncle.
Mm.
Yeah, I was like, yo, them two are like peas in the pod. Just one is a shade darker.
Ancestry.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You should find out. Be like, hey, are you a cousin? It could.
Mhm.
Stranger things have happened.
No, that is actually quite true. I'm like, I don't know, but I was like, yeah,
Stranger
that
things have
was like,
happened.
yeah.
Mm.
But that was my complaint. But now that they're gone, I can get some of my other stuff done. So I've been trying to get the other stuff done
Mm-hmm.
while doing that, and then they're gonna be moving us to a swing office. Hopefully, if we get new furniture, because we're supposed to get new furniture,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to redo our office space. And
Oh,
like,
nice.
yeah, so we got to move out all the cabinets, all the files, and stuff like that. And hopefully, it'll actually get done. Because you know how with a school, they say we're gonna do this. 4 years later, it got done. Maybe
Yeah.
could be to the
Yeah,
left.
I do. I know. I know what you mean.
So that's what that's been going on. Yeah,
All right. All right.
yeah. But that'll go into our stats. So, like I said, I'm going to my stats now. So, like I said last episode, I have lost another 5 pounds, which is good. So I'm like 3 pounds away from my goal weight. And then once we do that goal weight, once we hit that, then I'll do another goal. And I'll put it in the thing because I'm like, I do it in increments. Because if I just try to do it, say like, oh yeah, I'm going to be this and lose all this weight, my brain will shut off and my mouth will open because I will stop caring and start eating food and say that
Mm-hmm.
this is possible. Because
It's a psychological thing.
they thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was about to say to explain that to the people. I was like, we have said this before. You might have the will, you might have the equipment, the time, the energy, but if you do not have that mental, you ain't doing jack
Not a one.
nothing. Because you will sit there. I saw a TikTok about this the other day. She said, I'm gonna get off work and I'm gonna clean my apartment and take a shower. She had everything together. She was had the energy and was got. She looked at one TikTok video. 4 hours later, she didn't do shit.
Woo! Got caught on the scroll.
Caught on the score. She looked at one TikTok. 4 hours later, she's like, "Oh, it's after quiet hours. I can't run my vacuum now because of the apartment building and be disturbing my neighbors. Oh, let me. Okay, so I'll look at another one. Cool. Oh wait, it's so late now. I might as well just go to bed. I'm gonna take a shower and stuff. And I'm like, I feel you. That is me. This is why I said if you don't have this mental, you ain't getting nothing done.
No, it's like you're something like protrudes your brain cells. It's like you know you can get something done. You know when you have that mindset to do it. It's that same thing that we have with sometimes with work where you have that mental time management thing. You
Mm-hmm.
know you shouldn't go and touch that TikTok. You know you should go get your other stuff done, and then when you're done, then you should go to TikTok. But that didn't happen. You
Mm-hmm.
were like, but it's just one little thing. Click.
Right. I'm just gonna look at it for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 16 hours later.
Yep, exactly. So sometimes it's again, like you said, it's a really honestly the intentions are there, the desires can be there, but if you don't really have that full on God work with me will and then actual intention to do something, it ain't gonna get done. It ain't gonna get done.
It ain't gonna get done. So that's why I was saying is that is the reason why I'm not doing a new goal weight until I hit my goal weight and then I'll do
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah. So, because you know how you have those people out there that say, "Oh, you can do it if you get there." I'm like, shut up.
That be me sometimes. That be me sometimes. Of like, because when like it's different when I know people. Like if you know a specific person that you're talking to,
Mm-hmm.
that makes sense. But when it's like
Right,
random strangers, you'd be like, nah,
right.
I can't tell that person what
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't know
talking
them.
about the random strangers that'll tell you what to do. I'm like,
They're like, I don't know you. You know me?
mm,
It's like you don't know me, like from Adam or Eve. So I don't know what you talk about. Mm-mm. So
exactly.
yeah. So that's sometimes that's why what you said is completely is true. So
Mm-hmm.
continue.
Yeah. So that's what I said. So I'll be doing that. probably more towards the end of summer, like the beginning of fall, is when I'll go back to the doctor and I'll do the re-ups and see about my my blood work and all that other good stuff.
Your
Because
biannual?
yes, because
Mhm.
like I said, we do it every 3 months. So it's
Oh,
the
you do it quarterly?
yeah, quarterly I
Okay.
should say, not biannual, because I'm like I was mixing the two up. I do it quarterly so I can see what's that's where I'm at and all the stuff and keep going. So hopefully I'll lose another 10 pounds or at least some more weight. I'm not going to put a real number on it because it's depending on things.
Well, no,
I'm trying.
your main thing is like you said, you want to finish your first goal, which I completely am in alignment with, because I think that makes sense what you're saying, and then kind of figuring out, okay, what's your next desire, what's your next goal, what is it that you really want to do, and then you set that real goal for yourself.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because the beautiful thing is, I slightly mentioned this last episode, is because we were talking about shorts. I have been buying new clothes because I have lost a lot of weight, but all of my clothes are huge on me now, which is good. Which was the funniest thing. I was at church the other day, and a former church member, because she had moved to California, had to come back to New York to take her test for her job. And I
Mm.
was like, it was so nice seeing her. I was like, what are you doing here? She explained, and she's like, oh my God, you lost so much weight. I was like, that just made me feel
No, thank
because she's
you.
known me for so many years. And I'm like, somebody else saw
Like
it.
you noticed?
Yeah. So I'm like, that made me feel really good. And then, like, really buying the clothes. And then it's funny, my coworker, she's like, okay, one, you need to stock in Shein because most of your wardrobe is that. And then she's like, okay, you got to start wearing your size because you wearing this looks like a size bigger. I was
Mhm,
like,
mhm,
I'm in between a 1X and a 2X because
mhm.
depending on the way it's cut, a 2X would fit me better and be a bit more flowier. The 1X would be just slightly too tight to make me uncomfortable.
Right, I hate that.
I hate that. So, because if
Mhm.
it's a day where I'm bloated, I'm not putting that 1X on. Like right now, no. Because
I
I
feel
have my
you.
menstrual and I'm bloated, and I was like, no. Mm-mm.
I feel
So
you. I
you
feel
feel
you.
me? You understand? So,
You,
like,
girl, I live in the land of let's buy these things just a little bit bigger than normal, and
mhm.
then when you think a size is all right. Sad note: when you tend to buy clothes up sized, you forget. Or I forget. Let me just say this correctly. I forget my actual.
Oh no, so same here. Because when I say,
Ah,
because when I say it's like I'm wearing the stuff that I bought last year that was just slightly tight. Now those are loose on me, and they're like, "Oh, you should have bought a size down." I said, "I had this last year. You don't understand. That's why it looks like this. I
girl,
really did lose that weight." And they're like, "Wow," because I'm like,
girl.
"Yeah, I
My
know.
mother
I'm
and I went
preaching
to,
to the choir."
my mother and I went to I dragged my mother to where did I drag her to? I dragged her to some type of festival. And then after the festival we went to a mall and to look for Forever 21 because I was trying to use my Forever 21 card before thinking that I still had time before it was 18 months because if you don't use a card after 18 months they close it. I and they also were having a sale. So which I knew about online. So everything that was in clearance was $5. I know. So, girl, I had $120 worth of crap. When I say $120 worth of crap, I had $120 worth of crap. But truth and truth, I was paying $5 or less for a
Mhm.
lot of stuff. Jackets. I mean, like I got my brother some coats, jackets, shorts, whatnot. And when I remembered they're behind after finishing up myself. So I grab again, this is Forever 20, and this was a Forever 21 that didn't have a plus size section. But in their clearance, they had plus size crop and they had extra large as well. Now I can get away with an extra large. Um, I tend to like to wear 1X instead though. And so I see this blazer. It's cute. It's the Barney's New York and Forever 21. It says double X. My mother goes, and I was like, it's okay. It'll work. It'll fit. My mother goes, it's a blazer. Just try it on. So of course I put it on. I'm like, okay, so maybe it's a bit big. You know? But then I said to her, I said, hey, wait, we got the 80s look. I started rolling up the sleeve. And I said, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. I have a thin belt at home. I would just put the little belt on it, make it look a different style. And this was exactly what I planned to do with it.
Mhm.
I said, because my mother goes, but it looks more like a dress on you. I said, it's okay. It's because I got my mom to do the same thing with an extra large jacket. So she's wearing hers, and I'm wearing my double X, and I'm sitting there going, it's okay. It's okay. And so I have to close like my mom. We were trying to wear like I said. This medium might fit my mama, but then she was like, because my mom has a parquet booty, and thighs. I inherited the thighs, and the hips. Uh, and so certain things, like Gwen said earlier, some things depending on how they're cut, the
Mhm.
material, it may work or may not work. Now, these pants, I found these pair of pants. Some of the mediums did not work for my mom. Now, I found these pair of pants, right? I was like, okay, I understand these pants. I see these pants. I said, I can see them. I know my butt's going to get through this. It's going to get up past my thighs. I know this. But the top, it's a high waist. And I was like, oh God, I don't think I want to fit the top. I didn't.
Mm.
I got home. I got home because I wasn't trying on crap at the store. I said, I got home. I said, it's actually technically my size. Actually wearing my actual size. Putting it on past my legs, no problem. Put it on past my hips, no problem. I mean, I got room to spare. 'Cause I got hips, but I ain't think. Get it up. I can zip it up. Ain't that the shame? So it gets past the poop pooch. Cause yes, I have a fupa. Okay, I ain't got past the poop pooch. No problem. Zip zip. Good to go. I can still breathe. I can still, hey, what?
Okay, so
All that
what
stuff.
was wrong?
The top piece of the high waist, right, is a different material.
Oh, oh no, they didn't change the material from the pants. Oh, I hate when they
The
do that.
top is not. It's a different material. So me and getting the hook to get to the hook, I'm literally 2 centimeters from closing it, and I said, I really have to drop these. I really need to get rid of 5 pounds off my waist so I can hook this damn pants up. And knowing the fact that I haven't checked my scale for a while, which I didn't until Saturday, um, I realized why. So once the bloat and the water weight is down, I'm gonna try it again and see if I close it.
That makes sense because that is a thing, people. I know the last two episodes we've been talking about clothes, but
Yeah.
it's summer, and this is when you really talk about stuff because that's when you can't wear your big baggy clothes, you can't wear your layers because it's hot. We trying to take off everything, but we trying to be
Mm.
cute and respectable out here.
And age appropriate.
Yes, for us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, because I know age appropriate is not for everybody, but I mean for us. Yeah, us black folks. Yeah, these
Mhm,
two right
mhm,
here on
mhm.
the street.
We know for a fact that we look like we're in our 30s. We're not.
But we thank you for thinking that. But
Because
we're not.
every time people forget that, and they're all like, "Aren't you?" Nope.
Mm-mm.
Aren't you? No. How? Really? Yes. Really? Do you need my birth certificate? I
People
know
as
when I was born.
people as asked because because me and my husband we play this joke on people because we ask us like, oh, how old do you think we are?
Mm,
Yeah, he get 30, 29 all the time. That man 54, and they go, what? No, he's not. Yes, he is. Now guess my age. Okay, well you can't be in your 20s and 30s like we thought because he 54 because that just be weird. That's the only way my age has gone up because if I go first, it's like that. And I was like, nah, really? Yeah. This is how I know all this trivia. I am a true Gen X. We are true Gen X's. You could say older millennial, that Zennial and stuff.
Black just don't crack.
No, we don't.
Okay.
Like I said, and my husband's Asian, so Asian don't raise him.
Hmm?
Mm-mm. Yeah, because I'm
But to
like,
a certain age, I
no,
always
no, no,
feel like
no,
at a certain age they just go
no, no, no,
old.
no. That's what it is. They Asian don't raise it because they don't age. They go all the way to looks young and then poof, they're old. It's just a poof.
Yeah, it's a poof. It's a
It's a
poof.
poof.
Out of
Because
nowhere, you're just like,
right, because I don't know where you had. Cause like if you're a girl, you had the straight hair, little wave in it, and then you go poof, you were Ajima with that perm curl. Tell me I'm not lying. Tell me I'm not
You
lying.
telling the truth. You telling the truth. You telling the truth. You telling the truth. I mean, literally, I was watching this actor I like called Andy Lau. I used to like him when I was younger too. Because he used to be in a lot of different Asian dramas. When I was younger, I just saw him because he came back to doing some concert stuff. He's
Mm-hmm.
62. When I looked at his photo, I was like,
Where?
62, 62, sir. Why is your waist smaller than it was when you were younger? I'm confused. Why do you have more muscle?
Mm-hmm.
And then but I get it though, because
Mm-hmm.
the older we get, the more health conscious we become.
Yep.
Because when we were younger, those things didn't hit us like that. Things didn't stick to us like that. Come on now. But as we
This
get older, you're like, "Oh, I gotta work to make this thing look."
what I didn't have bloat when I was younger and thinking about that. And I'm like, now I got bloat. Now if I eat a certain thing, I got the bloat. It's like, yeah, and it goes on the scale. And I was just like, that.
Uh, and this is why you see so many people our age start working out even more so, because we have to worry about bone density. We got to worry about
Mhm.
oxygenation. We got to worry about
Oh,
fatty tissues.
now this funny thing, I saw that oxygen in the can thing at Dwayne
Yep, I
Reed's.
got them.
hmm I didn't pick one up yet, but I looked at it. I was like, oh, that's what she was talking about. Okay,
I'll be
because I was
sucking up
saying,
that air.
you is so much. It is so much, and nowadays everybody a doctor and telling you all these kind of things, and you're just like, can I go
Show
to
me
the
your
one?
PhD.
Thank you, thank you. That's what I'm about to say. Can I go to the one who went to school? And now I want the one who went to school, but the one who paid attention.
For medical.
Yeah, for medical.
For medical.
The one who paid attention, not the one who just passed the test.
Right. Don't be an us. Well, don't be a me. I do remember the stuff I do, just not all of them. You got to
hmm
refresh my brain for a second and be like, oh, okay, yeah, yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah, yeah, but I'm
Don't put
just
me in
saying.
the operating table. Oh.
Oh no, the blood
But
specialist.
anywho,
But anyhow, oh man, we've been talking for 42 minutes. Wow.
yeah, so
No, I'm just laughing
it's
at us.
gonna be a long one.
Oh yeah, but I'm guessing that some of these summer episodes will be a bit longer because we'll have more to talk about, and it's not just cold and we're being hermit crabs because we might actually go outside. Because I go outside before Sheila does, but Sheila might be getting dragged out, for by a couple of her friends this year.
Which reminds me, I gotta call the next person when we're done today.
hmm
Promise before the rain starts, I'd go outside.
Yeah. Anyway, but all I have to say is enjoy the longer episodes and times because y'all need to fill up your hours and spaces and stuff. So why not listen to us?
True.
Okay, so now Sheila ain't got no stats because she said them in the last episode. Ain't much change. Okay, so Sheila, please pray.
Yes, yes, yes. Let's all bow our heads, please. Dear God, we thank you so much for allowing us to have this time. Thank you for allowing us to just be grateful that we woke up,
hmm
to be grateful for the words, the messages, the spirituality that we've learned, that we embody, and we try to embody on a daily, trying to lean ourselves more closer to you, more in abundance, more in alignment with you. Dear God, we are semi humble. We try to be obedient, and we try to just remind ourselves that, there is beauty in this world when we stop and think, stop and see, stop and hear, stop and look at things, not through things.
hmm
We want to just explore our relationship with you, our relationship with the Spirit, our relationship with the Messiah. These are things we want to expand on because that is part of who we are and who we are becoming, because we're still growing. We're still learning every day until we come home. We are always learning. And this is what we're doing. We want to share ourselves, at least a piece of it, with those that want to hear it or watch it, those that want to learn a different perspective on how to live and how people are living, those who are following you. And so, as we go into Proverbs today, I want all of those who are listening to really open their minds, open their hearts, but most importantly, open their spirit. Hear and truly, truly digest the words that we will share. As we also move into this new work week or new week period for whoever is listening, if you are in ailment, we pray that God heals. If you are in depression or despair or having any other mental issues, we pray that God guides. And if you are one who is lost, no direction, no goal, no purpose, know that you actually have all of these things. You just can't articulate it. So let God show you that discernment to articulate. We are so grateful that we get to share ourselves semi humbly with all of you, and especially with God. God gives, God takes, but God is gracious, God is merciful, God is love, adoration, and respect. Let us all say amen and amen.
Amen.
Amen. All right, so let's get into beautiful Proverbs. And today I'm going into Proverbs 29. Going into Proverbs 29. And let's listen, really, as I said before during the prayer. Let's really see if people can't see what God is really doing. Okay? For people who hate discipline and only get more stubborn, there'll come a day when life trumbles in and they break. But by then, it'll be too late to help them. When people, when good people run things, everyone is glad. But when the ruler is bad, everyone groans. Remember what Gwen had said earlier. If you love wisdom and you'll delight your parents, but you'll destroy their trust if you run with prostitutes. Okay? And in prostitutes, we're not saying, okay, just those who sell themselves, but it literally is that. A prostitute doesn't mean something or someone that only is selling the flesh, but it's selling themselves with no regard. A leader of good judgment gives stability. Mhm. An exploiting leader leaves a trail of waste.
Toxic bosses.
A flattering neighbor is up to no good. He'll
Brown nose.
probably be planning to take advantage of you.
Brown noser.
Mhm.
Yeah, those are those people in your office that they chit chat to you and they all niceties until something and they throw you under a bus.
Mhm.
Got those.
E- mhm. Evil people fall into their own traps. Good people run the other way, glad to escape.
Okay, I gotta pause. I pause for this one because that one is true and what popped in my head. It's them people that be at an accident and they know stuff is going down, like there's gunshots and stuff, and they run towards it. Those are the dumb people. Why are you going towards the stuff where there's gunshots and all things and people getting stabbed? Leave.
Unless that's your profession. If you're a
Okay.
journalist, then that's different.
If you a journalist, if you a first responder, okay. I'm talking about the everyday, regular, degular people that ain't got nothing to do with you. If it ain't got nothing to do with you, why you over there?
Because now all you're doing is causing trouble.
Hmm. And that's where the scripture comes in. Why you over there?
Hmm. The good-hearted understand what it's like to be poor. The hard-hearted haven't the faintest idea, nor
This
are
is
they willing
life.
to figure that out.
Yes, this is life. They just don't understand the struggle. And it's like you get a
Mm?
little bit of money and you forgot your struggle. What is wrong with you? You're supposed to remember this to do the things. That's how you keep your money because you remember the struggle.
You got it.
You
A
have to.
gang. Go ahead.
Sorry. No, no.
No.
I'm so right. Never mind. Go ahead.
A gang of cynics can upset a whole city. Congress. A group of sages can calm everyone down. True,
Hmm.
true.
True, true.
A, a sage trying to work things out with a fool gets only scorn and sarcasm for their trouble. Murderers hate honest people. Moral folks encourage them. A fool lets it all hang out. A sage quietly mulls it over.
We think about it first before we act. A fool will just act. No
When a
thinking
lead
thoughts.
When a leader listens to malicious gossip, all the workers get infected with evil. It's true. The
TikTok.
poor, the poor and their abusers have at least something in common. They both can see their sight,
Hmm.
God's gift. Leadership gains authority and respect when the voiceless poor are treated fairly.
Hmm.
Wise discipline imparts wisdom. Spoiled adolescents embarrass their parents.
Spoiled adults embarrass themselves
True.
because they already embarrassed their parents. So now when you're an adult, you embarrass yourself.
Hmm.
And the problem is we gotta sit around and walk with you and look at you and embarrass this. Mm.
Shame and shame and shame.
Mm-hmm.
When degenerates take charge, crime runs wild. But the righteous will eventually observe their collapse. I'll be just sitting there with my popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
Discipline your children. You'll be glad you did. They'll
Yes.
turn out delightful to live with.
Mm-hmm.
If people can't see what God is doing, they stumble all over themselves. But
Mm-hmm.
when they attend to what God reveals, they're most blessed.
Yes.
It takes more than talk to keep workers in line. Mere words go in one ear and out the other.
Meaning there
Uh,
ain't nothing in there between to stop it. There's no thought. There's no wall. There's mesh. There's nothing but air. And this
hmm,
is what you have to deal with. Of the air, that's where that thing airhead come from. Because it's
True. Observe the people who always talk before they think. Even simpletons are better off than they are. If you let people treat you like a doormat, you'll be quite forgotten in the end.
mm-hmm.
Angry people stir up a lot of discord, and their impairment stirs up trouble. Pride lands you flat on your face.
Mm-hmm.
Humility prepares you for honors. Befriend an outlaw and become an enemy to yourself. When the victims cry out, you'll be included in their curses. If you're a coward to their cause in court, the fear of a human opinion disables. Yes, it does. But trusting in God protects you from that. Mm? Everyone tries to get help from the leader, but only God will give you justice.
Mm-hmm.
Good people can't stand the sight of deliberate evil.
No.
The wicked can't stand the sight of well chosen goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Proverbs 30. The skeptic swore, there is no God. No God. I can do anything I want. I'm more animal than human. So called human intelligence escapes me. I flunked wisdom. I see no evidence of a holy God. Has anyone ever seen anyone climb into heaven and take charge? Grab the winds and control them? Gather the winds and put them in a bucket? Stake out the ends of the earth? Just tell me his name. Tell me the name of his sons. Come on now, tell me. The believer replied, every promise of God proves true. He protects everyone who runs to him for help. So don't second guess him. He might take you to task and show you your lies. And then he prayed, God, I'm asking for two things before I die. Don't refuse me. Banish lies from my lips and liars from my presence. Give me enough food to live on, neither too much or too little. If I am too full, I might be independent, saying, God, who needs him? If I am poor, I might steal and dishonor the name of God. Don't blow the whistle on your fellow workers behind their backs. They'll accuse you of being underhanded, and then you'll be the guilty one. Don't curse your father or fail to bless your mother. Don't imagine yourself to be quite presentable when you haven't had the bath in weeks. Don't be stuck up and think you're better than anyone else.
Yo, you was preaching to the choir.
Don't be greedy,
Mm-hmm.
merciless, and cruel as wolves, tearing into the poor and feasting on them, shredding the needy to pieces only to discard them. A freeloader has twin daughters named Gimme and Gimme More.
Mm-hmm.
Three things are never satisfied. No, there are four that never say, that's enough. Thank you. Hell, a barren womb, a perchless land, a forest fire. An eye that disdains a father and despises a mother, that eye has been plucked out by wild vultures and consumed by young eagles. You know, three things amaze me. No, actually, no, I take it back again. Four things I've never understand. How an eagle flies so high in the sky, how a snake glides over a rock, how a ship navigates the ocean, why adolescents act the way they do. Here's how a prostitute operates. They have sex with their clients, take baths, and then ask, who's next? Hmm. Three things are too much for even the earth to bear. Nope, sorry, that's four things. Shake its foundations. When the janitor becomes the boss, when the fool gets rich, When the prostitutes voted Person of the Year, when a girlfriend replaces a faithful wife. Hmm? Four small wonders. Wisest, four small creatures. The wisest of the wise they are. Ants, frail as they are, get plenty of food in the winter. Mole rats, mole marts, I should say, valuable as they are managing to arrange a rock solid homes. Locusts, leaderless insects, yet they strip the field like an army regiment. Lizards, easy enough to catch, but they sneak past that vigilant palace guard. There are three solemn degenerations, four that are impressive in their bearing. A lion, king of the beasts, deferring to none. A rooster, proud and strutting. A billy goat, the head of the state in stately procession. If you're dumb enough to call attention to yourself by offering people and making rude gestures, do not, do not be surprised if someone bloodies your nose. You see, churned milk turns to butter, riled emotions turn into fistfights.
Pretty much. This is why God is on my
Amen.
side, not to smack a person when I'm outside. Because, like I said, Sheila said earlier she already killed you. I'm contemplating it, so I don't know which is worse. Because either way, you end up dead.
Mm,
I
mm,
just take 2 seconds longer.
mm, mm,
But you still gonna end up dead.
mm, mm. Because I will
Oh,
carry that strychnine with me or belladonna or something.
all
Pour it in
right.
a drink. Like, let's have some tea.
If not, I'm just gonna blind you with some pepper spray that I got on my keychain.
I like to see people suffer.
Oh, I know. I just
Mm.
want you gone.
So you might want her version. Be less painful.
Hmm. See, this is the thing you have to realize. We are both very petty people, but Sheila
We're
takes
working on that.
yeah, we are. But Sheila will take it to a next level. She got that step above me. That's why we friends and not enemies. Cause friends, yeah, we're good. Enemies, no, no.
I have the I know my brain cells like like I've had conversations with family and friends and whatnot where they don't see something else that I see from a different person doing something to them, and I'm just like, you do know what this is what they're doing, and they're like, what? And I said, here's how I would probably do it, and here's why I think this is why the person is doing such and such because they can't see the underhandedness sometimes,
Exactly.
and I'm just sitting there going, nah. Don't worry. Oh, is that what they said? No problem. I got you.
Right.
Okay. You think I've forgotten? Nah. But it's all right. I'm gonna let you think I did.
Hmm. Yep. Pretty much.
Until
Well,
I come back.
exactly. Well, with that being said, this has been our episode. I hope you liked it because this was funny as fuck. So, this has been Godly Spiritual Ladies. We will see you next time. Bye.
Toodles. God bless. Bye.